Why is this such a secret? Of course, I'm talking about the Frodo from Thrilljoy. Did you notice that it's a big old secret?
What's the secret?
Because when I went to Hot Topic to ask my Hot Topic manager, I asked for the manager.
No, you didn't.
I had a Karen hair on, and I asked for the manager. I said, bring your manager to me right now. I got the manager, and I said, hey, have you heard about that Thrilljoy Frodo? And she goes, how do you know about the Thrilljoy Frodo? I didn't expect you to bring this up. And I had like a whole armful of Thrilljoy stuff. I said, well, I know about it because I'm on the internet. You ever heard of that? You ever heard the internet Hot Topic employee manager? We were told not to talk about that. And I said, well, can you tell me anything about the Frodo? And she goes, I don't know. I don't know what we're doing with it. We have some, but I don't know what we're doing with it. And I threw all my Thrilljoy stuff down on the table because I was purchasing it. You're supposed to be giving them away on for free on July the 9th. What are you yawning for?
You're heathering up this story.
Okay, I said July 9th, they're going to be given away. And she goes, what? Given away? I said, yeah, give it away, give it away, give it away.
Soon.
So why is it such a big secret? Why aren't the employees aware of this? So then I started asking our friends, and they're telling me that they're having the same exact experiences at their stores. So then I went on Instagram. OMG, how do we know if our Hot Topic is participating? I would give them a call and ask, or stop by today if possible.
Well, that's from an unofficial source.
I understand, but what? Are you confused by any of this?
Hot Topics tomorrow are giving these away for their rewards.
I understand, but it is confusing because the Hot Topic employees don't know this. I had to school my Hot Topic employee manager.
Okay, so
with my Karen haircut. I look like a cockatiel when I went in there.
Hot Topic employees are very often accused of doing shady things. For example, funko chases, holding them back, buying them after their shift, or letting their friends come in and get the chases. Things like that. They're always accused of that. So what if the reason they haven't been told yet, or since like when you went in there, is because they're holding back the information until like the day? And another thing that someone left a comment on one of our videos about this particular thing, we had just like brought it up. They mentioned that a lot of like giveaway type stuff have to be given away and not purchased.
Well, that's the whole other side of this, is that these are being given away. However, we know of people who went to Hot Topic and were purchasing the figures. In fact, at our Hot Topic, I was told that they sold those figures. They sold a couple of them. And then they were like, well, wait a minute. This is Thrilljoy, by the way. Wait a minute, little darling. You're going to have to put those Frodos up because those will be sold on a different date.
I don't think Thrilljoy sounds like that at all.
Yeah, of course they are. You don't think that I knew Thrilljoy? I knew Thrilljoy, Heather. They wear a hat like this, a little cock to the side.
No, I think that they would have a better fitting hat.
Said that specifically because I like the word cock.
Because you wanted to say cock, yeah, I know.
So what it seems like to me is that this was sort of a last minute idea. I don't think this was the original intent. I don't think Thrilljoy had this set up as a giveaway. And I don't know what happened. I don't know why they're giveaways now.
It might be a legality thing.
It could be. We're speculating. It's a giveaway. That means you show up on July 9th, you say, gimme, gimme, bitch, and then they hand you a free Frodo.
You know what I'm gonna do? You ever see the Family Guy episode where Peter's in Costco?
Okay, I got a hurt shoulder.
No, you don't. You're lying. Where Peter's in Costco and he wants all the samples and he keeps switching hats and mustaches.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, and monocle. He had a monocle.
That's gonna be me.
But then remember at the end of the skit, it turns out that they're all separate people and it wasn't Peter dressing up as any of the characters. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm. But it's really gonna be me dressing up.
What are you doing with your foot and why are you... Stop. Why are you doing that? It's weird. I feel your big toe and it's weird. I don't like that. So a free Frodo! And you have an opportunity at getting a one of one, which is something that Brian Mariotti told us a while back. I think it was during one of our interviews, if I remember correctly. I don't know if we included it or not. But the fact that you get to go on like a little Hobbit adventure to New Zealand, that's pretty f***ing cool.
Chris?
So it says the rarest picks in Middle-earth has surfaced. Only one translucent Frodo exists, and it's hidden in Hot Topic. Head to your local Hot Topic this Wednesday for a free Frodo Pix. If you find the one of one, you'll unlock the ultimate Lord of the Rings experience, a trip for two to New Zealand, including a visit to Hobbiton tours. Visit hottopic.com/Frodo giveaway for more information. So there's more information there. You want to take a look, see what's there?
Sure.
Before we check out the website, I would just like to say that Hot Topic employees should have been telling me about this website when I was at the store the other day.
Maybe they wanted to distract you because they want to sell them to all their friends.
So here's the website. So you have view details or view FAQ. So we'll hit view details. Oh my goodness. Okay. This is a lot of legal jargon here. We're taking this to Gemini, baby. So Google Gemini made this so much easier for us. It's going to take place between the 9th and 12th of July, as long as supplies last. Participating Hot Topic stores only, not online. So participating Hot Topic stores, that's a very good note, because I'm not even sure if our store is participating because they didn't know what the hell I was talking about. Visit a store, show or sign up for a rewards membership and get a free Frodo Pix figure, limit one per person. While supplies last, first come, first serve, starting each day at store opening. Staff and immediate family are eligible. One lucky customer who receives a unique chase variant gets a chance to win Lord of the Rings themed trip for two to New Zealand, valued at around $20,000. Airfare, hotel, Hobbiton tour, Weta Workshop VIB tour, ground transportation. Travel is for winner and guest who must both meet age requirements. It doesn't say what the age requirements are. Winner is responsible for taxes, travel documents, and expenses not included. Travel dates and arrangements are at Thrilljoy's discretion. They're going to tell you when you're going to go. If travel is delayed or impossible due to events outside Thrilljoy's control, they may modify or delay the trip. By participating, you agree to release Hot Topic and Thrilljoy from claims related to this giveaway. No cash or transfer options for prizes. All legal disputes will be handled individually, not as a class action. Acceptance, winning, and participation are final. Hot Topic and Thrilljoy aren't responsible for issues beyond their control. Note, no purchase needed. Chance-based giveaway. The use of Lord of the Rings and Hobbiton trademarks is for descriptive purposes only. So that is very interesting. That is telling you that they are only giving them away. So what happens if people don't go and buy or like pick these up?
That's my question. FAQs. Is there a limit on how many figures I can get? The giveaway is limited to one figure per person, and they will be distributed on a first come, first served basis.
Can we talk about something really quick? This is a lot of money that Thrilljoy could be making, and they're giving it all away.
I think legally they may have to do that.
They have to give them away. Whoa, what's going on here? So you asked Gemini, why is Thrilljoy giving these items away and not selling them?
Yes, so this is exactly as I suspected. However, I almost feel like there could be a legal thing tied into it as well.
Maybe.
But maybe not. Because honestly, this is brilliant. Thrilljoy is giving away these items as part of a promotional event to engage customers, create excitement around their brand, boost store traffic, giving away exclusive collectibles like the Frodo Pix figure and offering a trip prize helps attract attention and encourages people to visit participating stores. It's a marketing strategy to promote their brand, foster customer loyalty, and generate buzz without directly selling these items.
You're right, it is pretty smart.
It is.
That's a pretty cool thing to do, but it's a lot of money they got to be losing. I mean, that's, what, 7,000 figures?
Is it?
Something like that.
I don't know how many there are.
Okay, so 7,500, it said right there.
Yeah, so there's the common, a chase, and the one of one.
And that one of one, so how many chases do you think there are? Is it one? Oh, 1 in 6 chase.
Yeah, so if that's the case, there's 1,250 chases.
So 7,500 total to include the one of one.
Yes.
And 7,500 times 20?
150,000.
$150,000. That's a lot of cashola. But this is a pretty incredible marketing strategy. And on top of it, they're giving away a trip.
That's awesome.
That's insane. Thrilljoy, are you thinking this one through? Are you sure you thought this through? You think this is a good? I think it's a good idea.
I mean, it's a brilliant
we're talking
idea.
about it, but the Hot Topic people don't know. I feel like we really need to do something about these Hot Topic peoples.
I think that they kept it under wraps for a reason.
So one other side note that I wanted to mention is that the sticker says Hot Topic exclusive box lunch on the bottom. Was this originally going to be with Hot Topic and box lunch?
I think it was originally going to be sold at both places.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Because box lunch did get them in.
Really?
Yes.
So what the hell are they doing with them? They sending them over to Hot Topic?
Yes. What time will the Frodo picks be available in store? July 9th.
Okay, at the opening time.
Can anyone get the free Thrilljoy Frodo picks? You need to be signed up for Hot Topic rewards. I'm a family of 4. Can everyone get a free Thrilljoy Frodo picks? Yes. Hot Topic rewards, you have to be 13 or older. So yes, anyone 13 or older in your family can receive one.
Do you remember that family that used to travel around locally and they would bring their entire family? They would have little kids in carts and stuff.
Yeah, it was wild.
And all the little kids would get out and they would buy like all the exclusives and chases from Hot Topic.
Are there still Thrilljoy free Frodo picks left? Availability may vary by location, so we recommend visiting your local Hot Topic store to check.
Yeah,
first
so
come, first serve.
I would call. Like I would call tonight.
My store is out of the free Thrilljoy Frodo picks. What do I do now? Don't worry. A limited number of Thrilljoy Frodo picks will be available for purchase on HotTopic.com later this month. My assumption that it could possibly be a legal thing just went out the window because there's going to be some up for sale.
Yeah, they're putting them up for sale, so that's really weird. This is going to bring people to the store to get their Frodo. Then maybe they'll buy other Thrilljoy stuff.
Or just Hot Topic
Hot Topic stuff, so maybe Hot Topic is a part of this. Maybe Hot Topic bought all this stuff and they're like a part of the Thrilljoy thing, giving it all away. How will I know that I received the 1-to-1 chase? When you unbox it, be sure to look for the following special features: invisible Frodo picks, a paper notification from Thrilljoy, which you received recently with your gold figure.
Yes.
It had like a little piece of paper in there. If I win the trip, can I transfer it to someone else? If you're the trip winner, please contact Thrilljoy directly. So I guess you can make that happen. This is the one you most likely will get. This is the common. And there's also a chase, which there's no photo for that. We showed it in that little video. And then the 1-of-1. So the interesting thing about all of this is that if people love Frodo and they want to get Frodo, that's one thing. But you know most people are going to be like, I want to get mine so I can win the trip and get the chase or whatever. And so will people go on if the 1-of-1 is pulled before they go to the website for sale? Will they still sell on the website? That's my question.
I have the feeling that the 1-of-1 is 1000% in one of the stores. I think they did that on purpose.
Interesting.
They probably shipped out a large batch to all Hot Topics with whatever agreed upon amount was, and they ensured that the 1-of-1 was somewhere within that shipment.
This is literally pulling a golden ticket.
Yeah.
It's going to the Wonka factory is what this is.
Yeah, but for hobbits.
But for hobbits. You can grow hair on your feet just like Heather.
Yeah.
She even has hair on her toe knuckles, which is very interesting. Didn't know that could happen.
First of all, that happens to everybody.
Not
Pull
me.
them out.
Pull out what?
Them dogs.
I'm not pulling out any dogs.
Them hogs.
So, Heather, are you going to be making it over to Hot Topic tomorrow to get your Froho?
Yeah, because you're making me.
I am. Maybe I'll go after work and I'll go pick up one as well. We have a brand new figure coming out this Thursday. And you can get yours. It's Fritzy the Kitsy Ghastly. It's our first Catly baby. It's a great figure, and we have some great pins, like that bee-hole pin. Do you like bee-holes? I like bee-holes. You can get a bee-hole pin, bro.
I call it the bath pin.
The what?
The bath, because he's giving himself a bath.
Oh, I call it the bee-hole pin. Why would you call it that? That's a horrible name. Fritzy the Kitsy is our favorite little kitty cat around our house. We have 2 of them, and they're equally, look, it's a 50-50 thing, but we love him, okay? And we brought him in from off the streets, and now he's sleeping in our bed sheets. We love this kitty cat so much, and we made him into a figure, the very first cat figure ever from Mischief Toys, and we are so stoked. So make sure you go to MISCHIEFToys.com, sign up for our newsletter, and follow us on Instagram at Mischief Toys so you know all the most up-to-date information. And on top of that, we have a really cool Fritzy Kitsy shirt coming too from Mischief Toys. You're not going to want to miss this shirt. It is one of the top shirts ever from Mischief Toys. You're not going to want to miss it. So what'd you think about everything we talked about in this video? I hope you learned something and maybe had a couple laughs too. I did want to make a comment though. In yesterday's video, we talked about the unfortunate firing of Cynthia Williams. At least we think she's fired.
Allegedly.
We're not sure, allegedly, possibly, we're not entirely sure. And we're so sorry to see her go. However, there's a lot of people commenting like, oh, she needed to go because now they're printing the stickers on the box. It's all her fault. It's all her fault. They're making too many biddies. It's all her fault. It's not true. So Cynthia was the CEO. Cynthia wasn't down there changing the boxes. She wasn't down there on the line. She wasn't down there in the art shop changing all the boxes. Now, what I will say is that Funko has been trying to find any way they possibly can to cut corners and save some cashola. And I believe that they did by printing stickers directly onto the boxes, which personally, not a fan of. However, if it works for Funko, it works for me, baby. But we can't blame Cynthia for everything. She just got let go from a prime job. Let's show her some love. I want to see some love for her down in the comment section down below. Hashtag Cynthia Williams is my lover. Because she's my lover. She's all of our lovers. And Cynthia, if you were here, I would wrap my arms around you. I would give you a great big hug.
Chris, she is alive.
But I hope that you're up there just dancing it up.
Chris.
With my grandparents. I hope you guys are having the best
Your
time
grandparents
ever.
are alive. What are you talking about?
My great-grandparents, my great-grandfather knew how to do a little soft shoe tap. And I hope that you guys are doing that together. I feel like you will be.
What is a soft shoe tap?
It's a soft shoe tap dance. I hope you guys are having fun. And I hope that you're flying around with them great big old angel wings. Oh yeah, the balls are back down. What'd you think about all that? Let us know in the comment section down below. In every video, we like to shout out to some of our patrons for Patreon. In this video, we'd like to shout out to Adam Rubin, Brian Spears, Devontae McFarlane, Star Rosas, Markitect, Dave Adler, Adam and James from Shatterforce Collectibles, Nick Mastermico, Nick, and Ryan Drotar. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. We appreciate all of our patrons. You guys rock so hard and we love you. Join up on our Patreon and join us every single month for our Google Meet chats. They are epic. We have a blast. We do giveaways. We show you upcoming Mischief Toys things and much, much more. Go to patreon.com/Gastlecast to learn all the ways that you can join up. For $5, you can join up on those calls at level 2. At levels 3 and 4, which is $10 and $20 respectively, you can join up on the calls and be a part of some great giveaways. Level 4 gets a crazy, awesome giveaway every other month. So check it out, patreon.com/Gastlecast. Hit the like button, subscribe button, and a little bell. That way you'll know anytime we go live or post brand new content. You don't want to miss a new content. We have a blast here. Come back and watch us live every Sunday between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern. You don't want to miss it, brah. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you. We love you. And we appreciate that you stay till the end. That means a lot to us. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.